Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about regular polygons. Now remember, a polygon is a many-sided figure. So if you look at the word polygon, poly means many. Gons is, you could think of as sides. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, if you look here, before we start to talk about regular polygons, we need to review lines and rays and what segments are and points on the line. So let's do that now. What you see in front of you is a line. And do you remember that lines go on forever, both directions? And on that line are points sometimes. Okay, and I'm going to make a point A here and a point B here. Okay, and we would mark that as line A, B. And we would leave the arrows on both sides because that means the line goes on. All right, well, sometimes we want to just talk about the ray part of it. So a ray, just like when you have the sun and the sun has rays coming out from the sun, a ray on a line starts at this point, a starting point, and then it goes one direction. Okay, so for instance, for this one, we would say this is ray. Oh, don't know why that happened. We would call this ray A, B. Okay, so let me remove this ray. So then, when we want to just talk about the segment between A and B, that's when we call it segment A, B. And we are only talking about this part right there. Okay, now why is this important? This is important because whenever we are talking about polygons, they have sides. And a segment between 2 points is also considered a side. So when we make our square, these lines go on. Okay, just like this. Just like that. But we're going to talk about this part right in here. So in order to talk about that part, we need to look at segments. So we're just going to, where the lines intersect, we're going to create these endpoints. Okay, so because we want to just talk about the segments in between the figure here, I'm going to erase the rest of the lines. Whoop. I don't want to take too much off. Okay. Okay, so now we have our square. Let me see what else. Okay, so let's talk about vertexes. Because we talked about line segments intersecting. Okay, well, the vertex is actually the endpoint that is shared by 2 line segments. So this here is a vertex. So is this. So is that. So is that. You could also call them the corners. Okay. Also, on the inside of those vertexes, or vertices, they're called angles. So let me create a vertex. And then inside the vertex is an angle, and that's the measurement inside here. And you measure it this way, okay? All right. So what we need to talk about here are the different polygons. And why are they called, certain things like pentagon or hexagon? Well, let's take a look at the triangle. For your lesson, you're going to be needing to count the sides, how many sides there are, how many angles, and how many vertices. Okay, let's take a look at the triangle. How many sides do you see? There's this one, right here, 2 and 3. So there are 3 sides. How many angles are there? Remember, that's the measurement inside the vertices. If you said 3, you are correct. How many vertices are there? Count the red dots. 1, 2, 3. So 3 vertices. All right, very good. Okay, now, do you know why now a triangle is called a triangle? Because tri means 3. There are 3 angles. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 angles. Triangle. Just like there are tripods. That's a camera holder that has 3 legs. There's also a tricycle. And everybody knows what that is. That's a bike that has 3 wheels. Tri means 3. Okay. Then we have the square. And the square has 4 right angles. Okay. The pentagon. Pent. What do you think that means? Well, pent means 5. 5 sides. Okay. Hex is 6. And octagon means 8. Oct is easy because it's easy to remember because an octopus has how many arms? 8. So that's going to help you remember that shape. Okay, so what you need to remember is the vertices are the corners. It's just where the lines intersect. The angles are the measurement within the corner. And then the sides are the line segments that make the shape. All right, so also another reminder, poly means what? Do you remember? Poly means many. Gon, sides. So it's a many-sided figure. Okay, so until next time.